Hi, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's try to get through this. I know you guys are like, you guys have been waiting. Patience. Let's talk about patience. Okay, well, first card that pops up is Ten of Wands. So, lots of hard work this month of July. Oh. Alright, let's see what else comes out, because I know you guys are, I have so many Scorpios in my life. I know you guys are going a little crazy, honestly. Like, the amount of stress, the amount of, okay, Knight of Swords just came out. The amount of, like, you're kind of just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. That's kind of what's happening right now. Okay, then you have the Five of Swords, so let's talk about that. But I want to keep pulling. Oh, dropped one. Let's see what it is. The World. The World popped out. Okay, I have to sit up on this chair because this table is so high. I have to like sit on my feet. Okay, the World, that's good. It shot out. It wanted to come out. Sorry, this desk is so high. Anyway, there's a lot going on mentally with you guys. And emotionally. But mentally, you guys, okay. Well, you're just ready to be read, aren't you? Okay, so I'm going to lay these out as they fell, and then we will get to it. Okay, so then we have 3 outcome cards. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so this is how they fell. Let's see. Justice is one of the outcome cards. 3 of Wands is in reverse, and then the Chariot. Wow, someone is upstairs like banging around and it's really irritating. Okay, so, God, this place is so noisy. All right, irritation, patience. Maybe that's some of the topics for today. Okay, so in a general sense, you're not getting what you want right now. You're not able to move forward in a particular situation. You're kind of stuck in this sorrow and not really paying attention to what you do have versus what you don't have. And the Fool, interestingly enough, ended up in reverse. So I just want to say, like, when that happens, people always freak out, but this can actually be a good thing, because based on what I'm seeing here, the Fool in reverse and the 3 of Wands in reverse, both of these are about moving forward and jumping into something new, right? And this is showing you that that's delayed. So you wanting to jump into something new, a new project, a new career, that's showing you to hold off on that. And that's being delayed for a reason, for a higher reason, for a good reason. Because there's a lot of work that needs to be done before we jump into something new. We need to shut one door before we open up another one. And we're not moving forward because this month of July we're feeling imbalanced and we're feeling a lack of justice and we're feeling like we're just not getting answers that we want. And I'm happy to see, of course, we have the High Priestess, which is amazing. Um, but you need to listen to her and listen to your inner guidance and your intuition because you're not doing that right now. Right now you're focusing on the negatives. You guys are being a little bit pessimistic and not so much in the sense of like, oh my god, woe is me. It's more of just like, wow, I'm really pissed at a certain situation and I can't like figure out how to get out of it. And you feel like you want to move forward, but you can't. You're stuck. You're stuck like this right now. And the Chariot, rescuing yourself, right? And balancing your spiritual wants and needs with your physical wants and needs, right? So they lay like this for a purpose. And then this is interesting and worrisome because the Five of Swords is betrayal and someone, fucking you over, right? And then laughing about it. What's weird though, and kind of interesting, is that we have the Five of Swords then running the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords running into the Ten of Wands, which means you're just, this person, whatever this person is, whoever they are, is causing you to want to charge forward and move forward, and you're kind of making quick decisions and want to, get things going, and this is about quick action, right? But you're being blocked, and you're being bombarded, and you're being stopped, and you're being like, shit, like I can't get out of this. Like, it's also a mental headspace too, right? This is like, okay, I've been fucked over, and I feel like shit, and I'm focusing on that instead of what I do have, because look at you right here. King of Pentacles, right? Good with money. Good with money for July. Page of Pentacles, being offered a new project or new idea. And we kind of talked about that last month, right? Accepting a new project or a new idea and being successful in that. But you're so, and that's great. That's going to end up really well financially. You're going to start a new project and it's going to turn out really well. Bottom line. But there's something in here that is like preventing you from moving forward in certain relationships. I think you want to be closer to somebody, but it's not happening because they've done something to you before that you don't quite trust, and you're being stopped short because it's a lot of work. Whatever this person did, like, they need to get off their ass and fix it. Whatever it is. I don't care what it is. If whatever they did to you, they need to fix it. But you also need to get over it and focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have. And right now you have very good positive projects coming up. The King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the High Priestess are all here to show you that. You have great things coming. This new project that you're going to work on is going to bring a lot of success. right? Financially, and also just like to your ego. Like, it's gonna bring you the world, completion. It's gonna bring you joy. It's gonna bring you like, I'm not gonna go so far as happiness, but it's gonna bring you it's gonna bring you some joy. It's also gonna be a lot of fucking work. A lot of work. But here's the thing. When you guys work hard for something, when Scorpios want something, they go hard, right? Oh my god, those people upstairs. I'm gonna... Okay, patience. We gotta work on patience. Talking to myself. This is... Okay. When Scorpios want something, they go hard. Point blank, period. But... oh god, it's just like, okay, you want to go hard, right? You want to go as fast as you can and make it and get it done as fast as you can. You're not procrastinators. You're not going to be like, okay, whatever, it'll happen. No, you want to get it done, but you need to pay attention. Pay attention, because if you don't pay attention to this, right? The Fool in reverse, some dangerous things can happen. Like, to you emotionally. And you're not going to move forward emotionally or move forward at all with anything if you stay stuck in this, depressing place. So just be careful when you're ambushing and running towards something and wanting it to happen. The Fool is in reverse for a reason. So just take a step back, right? Mentally be like, okay, what is happening with this person? What did they do to me? And why am I hitting a wall with them? And you guys are so nice that it's like, I mean, you guys are nice, but you'll sting if you get hurt, right? You guys are so nice, I'm saying, because you'll just kind of forget. You know what I mean? Like, if someone does something to you, you'll kind of just be like, okay, I guess that happened, and then whatever, forget about it. You don't, like, hold grudges, but you're also just, like, irritated by the sight of them, if that makes any sense. You're irritated around this person or these people, but you're just like, you won't hold grudges, but you'll just be irritated and you won't give them all of you. You'll have a wall, Anyway, let's see what came out. Oh, interesting. The Scorpio card, denial. 7 of Cups. Okay, and then we also have sacrifice. So let's talk about this denial, Scorpio. Scorpios. Denial as in, what's the saying? Okay, you have to admit you have a problem before you can solve the problem. So admitting that there's an issue with this person instead of just like skating by it and just kind of like throwing it under the rug. Confront. It doesn't have to be in like a dangerous way. It can just be in like a justice way. It can be in like I'm going to tell you what I think and this is how it is. And the stinging doesn't necessarily have to be there. You know, you can communicate without stinging. It's possible. It's possible. You can tell someone you have a problem with them. If you admit it, right? Admit it first. You have a problem with somebody and you're wanting to run away from it, right? But you're hitting a wall. But you want justice so bad. But you're not going to freak out. You're just going to admit that there's an issue, confront it, get your justice, and move on. You know? Then you can flip this card, and you can flip this card. You know? When these are right side up, then you can fully move forward if this is making any sense. So, admitting there's an issue is the biggest deal right now. Denial. And you guys, here, also, let's talk about this. Sacrifice. Because you've sacrificed so much of your time, energy, effort, body, soul, whatever it is, because you've sacrificed so much time and energy and whatever into this person, you're in denial that you need to actually, like, move on. Let them know, confront them without stinging, and then move on, and then move forward. And then we can have these come into fruition. Right? Moving forward really, really fast, but you're hitting a roadblock because there's some work to do. So, denial. I'm telling you guys. I think this card came up for you guys last time too, but I'm not positive. But it is the Scorpio card. So, denial is very strong. And you know I argue with you guys sometimes, like, not you guys in the comments. I mean my Scorpios that I know. Like, people can argue with you till they're blue in the face, and you guys can just be in denial for, like, ever. Until, you hardly ever admit, you know, when you're wrong or if there's something wrong. Like, you'll be like, no, I'm not like that. No, that's not happening. No, that didn't happen. Oh my God, you guys. I go in circles with, I have like 3 friends that are 2 Scorpio. Okay, my mom's a Scorpio. One of my best friends is a Scorpio. And then my other best friend is a Scorpio moon. So, you know, I'll argue with you guys about something. Scorpio suns. I'll be like, you guys, this is how you are, or this is what you did. And you guys will be like, no, what are you talking about? That's not true. No. I'll be like, okay, whatever. Like, it's arguing until you admit you have this issue or this problem with this person. It's not going to get solved. The denial is not going to get you anywhere. You know, I had to convince my Scorpio friend that she wasn't a procrastinator. She thought she was. And I was like, you know, you're watching right now. She was like, I'm not. She's like, I am a procrastinator. And I was like, no, you're not. I was like, you start thinking about things that need to get done before they even get assigned to you, before you even need to get them done. You start thinking about how to do something. And I, as an Aquarius, don't even start thinking about anything until the last possible moment. Like, oh, did that need to get done? I don't know. Okay, well, it's due tomorrow, so I guess I'll figure it out. Anyway, the Death card. for your oracle. So, hello, let's discuss this. There needs to be an admittance of a problem before you get over the problem. And the death card is showing you that once you admit this, it can die. It can be done. Then we can move forward. Then we can move forward. You have to have, like I said, close one door before another one opens. So you have to have a death before you have a rebirth, or before you birth something else. A new relationship, a new dynamic, a new form of the way you're talking to each other, like communication, whatever. The death card says everything. So, and you guys know that when I say, okay, you're not procrastinators because you get shit done. Like, you get shit done. You get shit done. Okay? Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting on this throne. And, yes, you're good at listening to your intuition. That's one of the best things about you guys, is that you're very highly intuitive, but you don't always believe it. You don't always believe it. Like, you are intuitive. You need to listen to your gut. Listen to it. You know? When something's wrong, it's wrong. When something feels wrong, it's wrong. You know? Okay, speaking of death, and having a death so then we can have a rebirth, right? There's this interesting video, I'll link it below, but I was fascinated by it. It's called, like, Explaining the Afterlife in 14 Minutes or Less. And it's really interesting because Robert Monroe did a lot of studies about, I'm going to pull an angel card for you guys too, but I'm doing this so I don't forget because I'm an Aquarius and I forget everything. Anyway, so Robert Monroe, very interesting. I'm reading my notes, but I talked about this in the Sagittarius reading a little bit, so I'm going to kind of skim through it. You guys can watch that one if you want more in depth, or just watch the video because I don't explain it very well. But anyway, there's this quote. So when you pass, right, like this is talking about the afterlife and things like that. So when you pass, there's things called locals. Local 1, local 2, local 3. Local 1 is being on earth and dreaming, right? Local 2 is when you physically leave earth. Not physically, I mean, whatever. When you die, leaving earth. And then local 3 is when you're coming back reincarnated, whatever. But in local 2, there's something called judgment. And it doesn't matter what religion you are, or if you're no religion, whatever. If you're Hindu, Jewish, Christian, whatever, or just call yourself spiritual, doesn't matter. There's a thing called judgment. And in local 2, when you hit judgment, Robert Monroe says, as you think, so you are. So, whatever you believe in this life, that's going to happen to you. If you believe in heaven or hell, or you go to a different planet, or you come back as whatever you believe, that's what happens to you when you die. So, as you think, so you are. And that falls into what we're talking about in life, too. Okay, yes, this is about reincarnation, and that's great. Yes, but this also applies to life. Because if you think something is great and awesome and rainbows and puppies, and if you think that's what it is, then that's what it is. You're manifesting that. If you think life is just a bunch of bullshit and sorrow and crap and hatred and torture and whatever, then that's what it is. You manifest whatever you believe, right? So it's just interesting. When you die, your beliefs become your reality. It's pretty crazy. Just watch the video. And let's pick your angel card. Scorpio, July 2017. Oh, blank. Now, I've said before, I hate when I get blank ones, but I think this is important. Because either you can fill it in to whatever you want it to be, or I like to think blank ones are just whatever the layout is and whatever the spread is, whatever the cards were, that's all it needs to be. It's been said, it's been done. And the angel card is like, yep, that's it. So, I used to hate blank ones, but now I kind of like it because it's just kind of like, it is what you want it to be. Or it's just summarizing that whatever we talked about here today is true. And just, be careful when you're in your own head. You know what I mean? Like, as you think, so you are. Whatever the situation is, whatever you make it out to be is what it is. Okay? So, I love you, Scorpios. And if you'd like a private reading, you can go to my website and click book now. All right. Love you guys.